In a naive sense, it was to be the beginning of the end of black oppression. But generations of hatred cannot be diminished by simple legislation. The student action was spearheaded by COFO, the Council of Federated Organizations. It was an umbrella group that united an alphabet soup of organizations intent on winning civil rights for blacks. The mission was called the Summer Project. According to Joe Sullivan, an FBI agent at the time, that's not how the locals referred to it.
It was labeled very quickly by the Mississippians as the summer invasion of Mississippi, which was forthcoming, and they were looking forward to it rather unhappily. So that was the genesis of the problem.
As the invasion grew nearer, citizens steeled themselves against it. By day, life went on as it always had, and people whispered of the unpleasantness to come. But when the night fell, words turned to action, and the Ku Klux Klan, the invisible empire, began to stir. It wouldn't stay invisible for long. Civil rights workers training in Ohio knew their efforts would be countered by violence and terror, but they had no idea how far it would go or how fast it would escalate. For COFO, Mississippi, with its long history of segregation and rabid racial hatred, was the hardest target for change and the biggest prize.
Talking about politics coming from a view of the streets, you know what I'm saying, dog? We're not coming from professional view. We're not lawyers, none of that shit that's on TV, you know what I'm saying? We come straight from the hood, the hood view, you know? Representation of black people, period, on the bench, because we don't know who Clarence Thomas represents. Probably sitting on a Supreme Court, sitting on a bench, smelling like cocoa butter.
2, 3, 4, 5. We live. Welcome to Hoodviewpolitics, where we go into a deep, detailed dive into politics from a hood point of view. I'm Rabbit John.
And I'm Tony, the #1 soul brother. Welcome to Wednesday night edition of Hoodviewpolitics. Step on up in here. I'm gonna rap to you for a minute, but while you're here, hit that like button, that subscribe button, that notification bell, and anything else they got for you to hit.
Yeah. Now, if you're new here, you don't know what to expect. Well, if you've been here before, you know what's going on here. We chasing magazine coons. Let's not forget about those Puerto Ricans and those white ladies too. Welcome to Hoodviewpolitics. For anybody that's new, appreciate you a whole lot for stepping in, listening, like, subscribing, whatever you're doing. You know what I'm saying? We appreciate you a whole lot for engaging or taking the time out to even listen to two fools like us. You know what I'm saying? But it's okay. Politics keep flowing, and we flow with it. You know? What's going on with you?
Oh, it's just Wednesday, beautiful day in the neighborhood.
Best believe it.
About to change, so that's the good thing.
That's crazy how the motherfucking weather nice here in DC.
Springtime.
I don't know where everybody else at listening to this, but we here in DC, and it was nice today. You know what I'm saying? Nice little weather day.
It'll be like that all week.
Hopefully it do. You know what I'm saying? Get more things accomplished like that. You know? But we already know the government and the motherfucking Congress and Senate are going through the orange demon fuck Donald Trump. But hey, it ain't our fault. You know what I'm saying? Now, something called a government shutdown is happening here, you know. So, when we say a government shutdown, this is something that don't even have to happen. It's something that you're supposed to do. It's just a normal act of activity that the government should do to make sure they pay all their bills that they already racked the fuck up. It's just real simple. It's not even hard. And what Republicans want to do is use that as ransom to do whatever the fuck. When it's something you just have to do, bro. You got to pay your bills. You already spent it. But nope. They want to hold it up. And guess what America going to wait for? The Democrats to be sensible people and figure out a way to get this out the way. No. Let these motherfuckers fuck up. All the way up. Completely up. Let them do it. We need to wake these MAGAs up. Wake the Republican voters up. They got to be completely drenched of what they've been thinking and been taught for the last 15, 20, 50 years. It got to be washed out of their fucking system. And the only way to do that is step back and let them see what they voted for. Real simple. Don't let a Democrat step in and say, let me put an amendment on that and an amendment on that so it won't hurt so bad. No. They don't give a fuck about Democrats anyway, remember? Y'all looking for gay marriage and all that shit. Don't worry about them. Let them get what the fuck they want. Republicans run it. Don't talk to us about a damn thing. There's nothing to talk to us about. Don't ask us, what are you going to do, Democrats, about the shutdown? Nothing. We don't run a damn, talk to them motherfuckers is what you need to do. You know what I'm saying, Doc?
Well, I ain't got shit to say about it because I told you this shit.
The shutdown?
No, I ain't got shit to say about it because we told you, you sit on this podcast, I told you what the fuck was going to happen when we went through this shit last year. And then Biden basically kicked it to it. It was basically, you want it, you want to shut the government down, you want to shut the government down on your watch. And that's where we at. We told him exactly what's going to happen. That this shit is now on him. Him and his little cronies. And last time, and what was it, September, October, whenever the fuck it was, he went through the same shit and averted the shutdown. But now it's on y'all because y'all wanted all of this shit in the CR, whatever they call it, continuing resolution. Y'all want to put all this new shit. You wanted to cut all this other shit out because he told you to. And boom, what you get? You got an extension on the last one. And we told you in March, right when this shit happened, that this shit is coming again in March. And it's y'all fault. Y'all keep on not wanting to do shit. Y'all want to get shit y'all way. Well, you got it your way. And we told y'all this was exactly what was going to happen. We were going through this whole scenario, what exactly was going to happen. And it happened.
Now,
shocking, isn't it?
People don't understand what's going on at this point in time, right? It's a lot tangled up in this. A CR is a continued resolution, which is just a temporary measure to allow the federal agencies to continue operating when Congress hasn't passed a regular appropriations bill. Now, that alone was put in there by Democrats because this is normally something that you just do. They had to put in there these extra stipulations just to make sure motherfuckers they still use it for bullshit. Now, if you have to motherfucking use something because you ain't passed the motherfucking budget yet, this is what they want people to vote on now. Just something to hold off because Republicans can't pass a Republican budget bill through Congress and the Senate. Has nothing to do with a fucking Democrat, not one on earth. This is all Republicans who run Senate, who run the Congress, and he's the fucking orange demon fuck president. So don't talk to the Democrats about nothing. Nothing. The budget has to be passed. Biden made it so he had to pass his own fucking budget. And that's where we at now. He want to pass a budget that will blow the motherfucking economy and whatever the fuck else you can think of out the fucking water, where it won't even exist no more when he finished. That's the type of budget he want to pass. So you want to ask a Democrat, one, do I vote just to continue going for 30 days? Two, do I vote for this garbage ass shit they want to take Social Security and all this shit away? Two questions. What would you do?
What did they do?
Haven't happened yet. They're supposed to vote on the CR tomorrow.
They're gonna vote on that tomorrow.
So the CR alone is just something just to hold off because you haven't passed this yet.
Well,
And the only reason you haven't passed it yet because Republicans haven't passed it. So use this right here just to hold it off for 30 days until they can get that shit together. So would you pass the CR?
no.
Would you vote for the CR?
As it is now, would I vote for it?
To continue, to continue
Continue
right
funding
now
it,
until they
continue funding the government. Would I just vote for it to vote for it?
go for it to continue funding the government until they
Who?
pass the budget.
That's tough because what's in it? Nah, I wouldn't vote for it as it is because what's in it is a whole bunch of cuts to a whole bunch of programs and shit that help people. So vote for it right now as it is. Nah, I wouldn't vote for it. And see, this is what I was talking about a few weeks ago, where shit like this, you got power. Democrats got power. It takes to pass this shit, it takes 60 votes. It's not a simple majority here, or wouldn't be no problem. This one takes 60. If they want it, if they want to come to the table, y'all can get I don't know about everything, but you're gonna get a lot of shit up in there if you want it. If they want this shit passed, because they can't pass it without you. So who gonna step up, or who gonna man? I ain't voting for that shit. That's we get that blah 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 and put it out there. If they got cuts to Medicare, make them take that shit out. If they got cuts to this, that, and the third, you don't like it, it ain't for the people. Tell you, y'all got to take that shit out and put some shit in there. This is your chance. And then you can run to the camera there, where we got it passed, but we got concessions, and them motherfuckers tried to do this, but we stopped them here. So as it is right now, I wouldn't pass it, but you got power now because they need 60 votes and they only got 51.
It's a lot into that because, first of all, I wouldn't vote for it. And I'm hoping not one Democrat vote for this shit. Because if you vote to continue paying the government, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right now, if you vote against it, they're gonna say you voting against firefighters or some shit like that.
Yeah.
But if you vote for it, now you for the $1 trillion tax cut that's about to hit everybody dome.
See, that's the problem.
That's the
That's
dilemma.
the problem.
Now you see, so that's why I say from the beginning, just don't go aboard with none of this shit. You vote down the CR. It shouldn't be a Democratic vote on that.
Right.
Let them pass it by themselves. So that's the step to the big ass budget they want to pass. So don't be a part of none of it because then they're gonna say, "Hey, Democrats passed it with us."
Yeah.
So don't do it.
See,
Let them do it.
Yeah.
Then they're gonna pass the CR. They got enough votes to do it. Just let them do it.
No, they don't.
They got enough in the Senate.
They don't. To pass this CR, to keep the government running, you need 60.
You don't need 60.
You need 60.
You don't need 60.
You need 60. I just
You
looked
don't
it up.
need 60.
You need 60. I just
They can
looked it
pass
up.
that shit.
I just looked it up. You need 60. So they only have 51. That's what I was saying. If they want to get to 60, you got to strike by the iron hot, and you got to put out all the bullshit, and you got to make it, and you got to get some shit up in there, and you got to take it to, and you got to put it out there, and we made them take this shit out, we made them do this, we got this, that, and the third. If they had if 50 only took 51, they'd have did it. They'd been told Democrats kiss my ass. But you need 9 of them. 8, 9 of them.
Shouldn't one vote be a Democratic vote? They got to figure that shit out.
Mm-hmm.
And that is part of the reason way we start going into messaging and who gonna put the best message out first.
Right.
Now, this is right here is where the war begins. This is what I'm talking about. This at first it was just pageantry. Now we in the war. This is it, right? We over the motherfucking roller coaster. Nobody strapped up no more. We all out floating around in the joint. We don't know what's happening. We're going down now. This is where we're going down. You know what I'm saying? And this is where you find out who could put out the best motherfucker joint.
This is what you do.
So
I'm gonna tell you what to do. And this is easy. And it's set up for you. All the fuck you got the shit in writing. You got the bill. Y'all seen the bill? Y'all done read the bill. The bill that came out of the House, they passed it in the House. They had the votes over there. So it came out the House. Y'all got the bill and y'all know what cuts. Y'all know what shit they want to do and everything. You put that shit up. We are not voting for this. You see right here, it's in writing. They want to cut Medicare by such and such and such and such amount. We're not going to let that happen. It's set up for you. And you can go out there and boom, we're not voting for this unless they take this out. We're not voting for this unless we put this in because they need you. But you still got to be careful because at a certain point, you gotta get something passed because you just can't keep the government shut down. And you don't want to. I mean, that don't work. And you don't want to.
That's the problem with the Democrat thought process right there. You halfway in it. It got to be one or the other. Either you're not voting for you do. You can't do the halfway. Okay, so I vote for if you do this. No. I mean, you're part of it. You're part of the whole catastrophe after that. Period. If they can turn back 4 years from now and say not one Democrat voted for anything, and everything is turned upside down and on fire. Mm-hmm. Whose fault would it be?
Right now, it's the Republican fault.
It would be clear. They can't have no talking point of that person who helped us on this. These Democrats were bipartisan. You can't have none of that. You gotta have it straight clear to American motherfuckers that voted for him or even thought he was good for America to see that he's not. That party is not. He is not. And it gotta be clear.
Yeah.
It's just simply they got detox. Republican voters and MAGA voters and wishy-washy, independent, fake-ass Democrats got a detox.
See,
go
ahead.
They got to realize that what they done was not a joke. It was not a YouTube debate. It was real fucking life. And when people was telling them that, they didn't want to listen. So they got to feel it. They just have to feel it.
I feel where you're coming from. But you got a sticky situation here because you playing with shutting the government down. You playing with people that getting their checks and getting their Social Security and getting their Medicare on time. So
they're not gonna get it at all once they pass the budget.
Whoa. You can't leave it shut down, but so far, I get it. You gotta go to a certain point. That's why you gotta walk a line where you get up to a certain point where they feel it. But you also got a chance to say, we saved this from them and we got this for y'all. Because at some point you got to open the government back up.
That's not going to, no.
You can't leave it shut down.
No. Let it shut down. Let people feel it.
I ain't got no problem with that.
Hold on.
But I'm talking about leaving it shut down.
Yeah.
That's
whatever.
It's going to get stuck.
Let it be whatever. At this point, Democrats got to stop being that person that saved the motherfucking day. Don't be that person. That's why Republicans doing whatever the fuck now, because they know they can destroy everything, and Democrats are going to come in 4 years later and fix it. Mm-hmm. So that's why they do this shit. No, let them go along with all this shit. That won't work, what you're saying. What they need to do is point out districts that Republican run. Your name. Hey, you voting for this, whatever the fuck. Guess what's happening in your district? This means people ain't got health care. This means people on Medicaid. What are you voting about? What are you doing? Put pressure on those bitch ass. Not no Democrat need to do any fucking thing. Start subtracting from their votes like they do you. Fuck all that. You're not voting for it. Start subtracting. Make it even harder for their ass. Start subtracting Republicans that screaming start getting scared, like, okay, I'm not touching nothing. I'm not voting for that. Have motherfuckers showing up in their motherfucking town halls, putting a hole in their ass. They will stop. They will find a way to call this nigga in the basement, call Trump. Hey, Trump, please. My district is 42 California District 8. Please. Not just stop that district. They're gonna do all that. Make them do that. Fuck that. Don't vote for a damn thing that Republicans passed it. I don't give a fuck what name they put on it. With fuzzy up fucking presses they put it in. Let it go. The same way they did Obama. They didn't even vote for the healthcare plan that saved millions of America. So you worried about this? Don't worry about none of that.
I worry about it in the fact that you can't set yourself up to be the reason why the government shut down for an extended period of time. That's gonna flip the shit back over. Yeah. If you just let it, if they got some bullshit in the bill, which we know is some bullshit in the bill. Okay. We not voting for that shit. Then you ain't getting a single Democrat vote on this shit. You got a chance to expose what they doing, put it out there because the shit ain't right. So now, yeah, you can let the government shut down for a second, and it'll be all of their fault, and it'll be all on the motherfucker.
None of that.
And then, but at some point, being as though they need 8-9 Democrat votes to get the government up and running again, it'll be, you don't want it to go so far where they be like, y'all just saying no to be saying no, and y'all leaving the government shut down and this fucking people lives.
We saying no to be saying no. So we're not giving them no steps and no motherfucking ladder to get to that big ass budget. They're gonna take your shit away any fucking way. So what would be the point of me doing this?
But they need to
no.
So now you got that shit out there, put it out there. What the fuck they trying to do? And they need.
They're expecting them to think like you.
Yeah, no.
They expecting them. They want Democrats to think like you because they're gonna take it all the way till you do that, and they ain't gonna get what they want. Fuck them.
They're not gonna get what they want.
If you bend and say, all right, take this away, now you're part of it. They gonna take it away, okay, and add something else gonna make it even worse.
Okay, so how long?
And you're gonna have to vote for it because you already committed now.
All right, so how long you want the government to be shut
complete as long as the Republicans do it? It's on them. Huh? They run everything.
Okay.
If it's 6 months, 7 months, 8 months, wherever fuck they can stand, fuck them.
But
make it on them, period. We out of it now. Y'all voted for this. This is not a joke. It's this time for Democrats to show motherfuckers how funny this shit really gets. Okay. Period. We're not going to be the motherfucking fathers that come in and save the day, and aunties that come in and cook you dinner. No. You're not going to have that safety blanket. Y'all want to take safety blankets away? We're going to take the Democratic safety blanket away. Republicans going to fuck up. Don't look to us and say, hey, Democrats, why you let them? No, I ain't going to let them. Y'all voted for this tragedy.
That's what I'm just saying. What? How long can you?
I just told you, whatever they do, the Republicans run it. Let them do it.
But you at a point now of one of the few times. This is one of the few times, and it's over shutting shit down that they got to come to you. They need you. So you get what the fuck you can out of, because eventually the government has got to open back up, and it's gonna take both sides to get it open. So you got to get that dumb shit. You got a chance to shut some of that dumb shit down, get it out the bill, because eventually you're gonna have to open up the government. You can't just leave it shut down.
All right, let me let you hear what speaker talking about. I'm gonna show you how they set up their narratives.
Up to Capitol Hill and onto cable news shows to protest President Trump's efforts to make the government more efficient. Now, they're planning to vote down this simple bill. They are going to try to shut the government down. Every House Democrat will participate in this. It looks like that would be a shame if it's true. I hope some of them will have a moment of clarity themselves and do the right thing, but it looks like they're going to try to shut down the government. It's a striking new posture for Democrats.
Oh, before even let them go further, when he say the Democrats, they're going to shut down the government. What are they talking? They run it. They run the Congress. They run the Senate. Orange Demon fuck is the president. Who are he talking to right now? He ain't even making no sense.
Who have always said they've just been apoplectic about the prospect of government shutdowns. Democrats have been insisting they're fighting for federal workers. You're about to see, again, on vivid display, very clear the contrast. You will see one team that is working to fund the government and make sure we do the responsible thing. And you're going to see another posing the CR because they've now exposed the truth. They're not for federal workers. They're not for anyone.
Again, Democrats are not for federal workers. They run all chambers and they find all federal workers. What is he talking about?
Yeah.
See, this is what I mean.
All the people they've said in the past that are going to be harmed would be by their votes. They're using federal employees as props. They're using Medicaid benefits and Social Security checks as cudgels in this thing. The threat of government shutdown, they're using it as some sort of attempt to wrestle power away from the president of the United States.
His argument is stupid. How can they wrestle power from? What do you mean? He the president. You're the speaker. What are they gonna wrestle away? This the idiotic shit. I mean, how they trying? But he trying to set a narrative of Democrats. That is their fault now that we have to fucking shut the government down. He trying to get out in front of it and start that narrative. Now, this is what I mean. You got to get up in front of things and start whatever, even if it's a fucking lie. That was my point. Now, Democrats said the same, had the same fucking press conference at the same time, which is good. They starting to get ahead, just like them. We'll start that shit off. And the leader Humphreys came out like this.
Republicans temporarily control the House, the Senate, and the presidency. Instead of using their majority to make life better for the American people, Donald Trump and House Republicans are crashing the economy and hurting hard-working American families.
Okay, contrast these. He blaming Democrats for trying to shut down government. The Democratic leader comes out and says Donald Trump is trying to crash the economy purposely. Which one of these messages is going to work? It's going to be the key.
And now extreme MAGA Republicans want to shut down the government. The House Republicans'
Somebody lying, right?
so-called spending bill does nothing to protect Social Security, Medicare, and Medicaid. Quite the opposite. The Republican bill dramatically cuts health care, nutritional assistance for children and families, and veterans benefits. It is not something we could ever support. House Democrats will not be complicit in the Republican effort to hurt the American people.
Okay, right there. Hey, I like that. But right there is where me and you disagree, right there. He said what I said. He's not going to be a part of this nonsense. You're not going to get me into that. We're not a part of it. We're not going to participate in whatever the word he used. That's what I'm talking about right there. That is the motherfucking message you need to put out, period. We're not a part of this. They run, he started off, they run everything. This is not our doing. Instead of them using their majority to help you, they were hurting you. That right there is the message. I don't know. What you think?
That's the message you should have put out. And that sounds like the same message motherfucking Al Green had last week. That y'all voted to censure that man, 10 of y'all. And word on the street is Hakeem Jeffries got an Al Green business over that shit. I don't know why. When y'all had, this is what I'm talking about. It was served up a week ago. Al Green took the ball and ran with it. And now we in a whole motherfucking another week. And you talking about them trying to keep the government running, to cut, they want to cut deep cuts or cut out some of the same things that Al Green got put out of the chamber for speaking up on. It's you already see where the motherfucking Mike Johnson, he was already in his speech, he was already setting up what he was going to do, what they was going to do. It's politics 101. Blame the other side. Blame the Democrats. Okay? They want to purposely shut down the government. They know they don't have the motherfucking votes. And they just think they're going to push through what they're going to push through. And they know that the government is going to end up shutting down. So they want to, he already trying to, they gonna shut the government down on purpose. That's what they're working to do. When it was us that kept the motherfucker running when they tried to shut it down last year. But that's another story.
See, that's the difference right there. Another thing. Now they're getting better at being ahead of they bumped heads with what's the name out there trying to set that what's the name. So that's good. They on that. They're ahead of that now. But it's so many angles to pushing a narrative. Like when they go on TV, everybody got to push it. We're gonna see the difference between Democrat and Republican. Right now, I think Leader Jeffries, he's not a good spokesman, but what he's saying out of his mouth is perfect. Right. Where each and every Democrat can go on TV and use that as talking points. We're gonna see if Democrats use that as talking points, or if Republicans use the shit Mike Johnson was using as talking points, and which one of these people go at it the best. This is how you find out, because this is where you have to do it. This is where it counts. After you say that, then you have to push it and push it and push it, even if it's a lie. Now, his is a lie. We're going to see which one of these prevail. If 2 months from now, everybody think Democrats is holding up shit or motherfucking holding the government up, that means him and Republicans seceded. And if it's the other way, that means Democrats have now learned how to do this shit. Yes,
that's my point. That's the point I was trying to make. You can let it shut down. Let it shut down and let it be all their fault. But at some point, you got to walk a line, because you don't want them to flip the narrative, and you don't want the public believing that y'all shut the government down, and y'all just letting it shut down to be shut down. So
that's a Republican talking point, though,
right? But it's a point.
We know the talking points now.
Okay,
but which one I'm going? What's the name?
Put it like this: we know how we know how the motherfucking economy was when Biden left office. It was the best in the world, and now you're talking about a recession. Stock market is crashing on a daily basis. All this other shit going on, but they done pushed it out there so far that it was Biden's fault and Democrats' fault that the economy is crashing, is in the shape it was in. Boom, boom, boom. They're gonna do the same thing with this shit. It's motherfucking it's the Democrats' fault. The Democrats could have we pitched this and that and the third, and that's what they're gonna put it out. And then the media, they're gonna ride with it.
No. What we doing right now? We are looking at two teams, right? Mm-hmm. And one of them we already know is a champion of putting out lies and setting narratives.
Yeah.
They're champion. They won 6-7 straight championships doing that, right? Now, the other team that found out what they got to do. All season, they got all these players to combat what they needed. Mm-hmm. So we know what we need to do. So what we're looking at now is this is the beginning of the new season. And it just kicked off. Everything else was just pageantry and shit. Now it's showtime, right? This is the beginning. Narratives are trying to be set. This is how Republicans do. They set the speaker out there and get up there and say some shit like that, or Trump will say it. And then that's when the TV and Congress people get on TV and recite it. 2 months later, everybody believe it. Now, so far, Democrats is meeting them with the set part. Jeffries just met him out there at the same time and set his joint for the Democratic side, right? So now we need to see, are the Congress people, senators coming on TV reciting what he said, or the Republicans doing it better? This is where we are now, because 2 months from now, we will know the answer by what the public think, yes or no.
I can concur with that, with some of that.
So if 2 months from now, everybody think Democrats did it, then that narrative we just heard was put out better. It was used better. They put it out there better.
I can agree with that because both sides is already is digging in and laying the groundwork on what they want the story to be.
So who gonna do it better?
So yes, and my point is, Democrats got one hell of a chance. They need you. They can't pass it without you, but the government can't open back up without you. So right now, let it shut down. But when it shut down, when they say Democrats did this, did that, and the third is their fault, they shut it down on purpose.
That means they failed. It ain't because they did it. It ain't their fault for real.
Yeah.
It's because they failed from what we at now, today, whatever today is.
Mm-hmm.
Today, they both set their narratives. Which party is better at taking it to the American people and making them believe that?
Well, it's the Republicans that's better at it.
We know that now.
Yeah.
But we got to see from this point to a month from now, a month and a half from now, is the Democrats up to speed with that now?
Okay.
Because we'll know by who think what in a month from now.
Find out that, but you got a chance to take the whole fucking narrative and set it, and you got a chance to change every fucking thing for real if you do it right. If this shit passed before the week is up, and y'all and 8-9 motherfucking Democrats jump to the other side, vote with this dude, and y'all don't get shit out of it, y'all toast. You fuck. You
can't do that. You cannot vote with this shit.
Said, like I said, if that happened,
then you fuck. Your narrative is fucked. You can't push this what he just said.
You can't do nothing.
You fucked.
You can don't even think about it until you hopefully you better get one of the motherfucking chambers back 2 years from now or next year, or you done. Y'all done. But this is the motherfucking
This is the time. From this point on,
you can seriously sit here and let the motherfucking government shut down and say and tell the people, we're not voting for this shit. This shit is nonsense they putting out there. And you got that shit in writing. You put it out here. They want this right here. They want to cut Medicare by this, and this.
Yes, that ain't what I'm saying.
Put it out. That's what I'm saying.
It's their job now to take this and push it. Everybody push it right. Yeah. And at the end of 2 months, if the American public feel like the Republicans are stealing their money, you succeeded.
Yeah.
If 2 months from now, today, the people think Democrats are holding up the Congress, they lost that motherfucking fight. That's all I'm trying to figure out. Do we agree on that? From this point on, this is what it means. Not the past. Not the past. Right now, today, March 11th, we just heard what both of them saying. Which party will push it is the key a month and a half from now. Which one is going to do it better? Who's going to push it better? We already know Republicans do it good. Is Democrats up to the challenge to push their narrative to the point that Americans will believe that Republicans are stealing money and hold up the government? So far, if they just flow right, it will go their way if they do everything right.
Okay, I mean, you about to find out. You about to find out a lot of shit.
We got a minute. We
all fucking around and finding out. You're gonna fuck around and find out about some Democrats. If this shit passed, you don't know if it could be, if somehow or another they could get 8 votes for NATO, 8 votes, 8 motherfuckers to jump ship.
Okay.
So if they fuck around and do that, you fuck. So you're not gonna.
Then we need Oprah to come down and say, "You getting primary, bitch." Simple as that.
Yeah, but Oprah not gonna do it.
We need motherfucking. What's the other black motherfucker over there in Atlanta? We need him to come down and say, "You know what? Y'all 8 motherfucking Democrats are primary." Real simple, just like Elon Musk. I bet they straighten their ass up. That's what I mean. They have to take pages out of their book. Now, do it. Do all that. And motherfucker at the end, now you're putting up a fight, at least. Right now, we keep trying to be this motherfucker good people and motherfucker do shit by etiquette and all this bullshit. You don't keep getting your ass wiped.
The motherfuckers, man, that motherfucker spoon feeding these people shit. They just ain't, for some reason, they just ain't running with the shit. Ain't no motherfucking way.
It's here now. This is it. My man, what's his name, just set the joint. We're gonna try to see if they push this shit. If we turn on MSNBC and Fox and Democrats in that thing blasting their ass on this right here. Or we see Republicans dominating the airways about this and making America. First of all, they're going to start off behind because Fox going to push this shit off the break. So you're going to need Democrats to go on the channel and debate them and push the Democratic narrative on that channel. You got to go on MSNBC, push the narrative that he just set on that channel. CBS, whatever the fuck, and push the narrative. 2 months from now, we're going to see who done better. That's all about it. We'll find out real soon.
Find out before 2 months. We're going to find out by next week. Let that government shut down. People start having a goddamn fit.
It's going to shut down. So that's definitely going to happen.
But you're going to find out soon. It don't take no time because once a shutdown happens, you talking about everything. You talking about people not going to get their checks. People not going to get their benefits. You talking about national security going to be affected. You talking about everything's going to be affected.
All this stuff don't hit you until, like we said before, beginning of when he first won. You're not gonna feel this stuff until it start getting hot outside. Where all the stuff he want to do really start hitting people, like firing all these people that he done over the last few months out of the government. All that's gonna show up in unemployment. You know what I'm saying?
Already is.
So all that stuff he doing is going to show up. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna start hurting you as Americans and shit. And me personally, I wouldn't get stuck up on the price of stuff, like the price of eggs and stuff like that, because I understand he used that against Biden. Biden was a bad candidate. That's why that worked. Because when you start narrowing your argument to a price of something, that's when you're gonna lose it. Because you have no control of prices. But one people that do have control of prices are billionaires. And who the billionaires are with? The orange demon fuck. So if billionaires, guess what? Own Giant. If they want to fucking drop some egg prices to make him look good, they can do that shit in the morning when they wake up. It's just real simple. So all his friends gonna drop all prices to make you think, good. Now, I told you Trump could do it. So that's what I mean. So you can't get stuck on the egg prices or whatever the fuck prices that's out there, because people control that. That's his friends. They raised the prices on Biden to make him lose the race. They're gonna lower the prices for Trump. So you gotta don't forget that. Don't always keep your mind on that. The fact that he and his buddies are the ones that runs these giants you go into, the Safeways you go into, the Walmarts you go into. The Walmart's chilling with these niggas. Paid money for his campaign and his inauguration. So if they want a motherfucker drop a price or two to make him look cute, they can easily do that.
Nah, if that was the case, they would already did it. That's what
Are
he
you
ran on.
serious?
Yeah, that's what he ran on.
I guarantee if we look up price of eggs, it's probably down.
Hell no. Still
Man, they
going
can drop
on.
the price of eggs anytime they
Look,
want.
if they want to, they would have. If they wanted to help him, because that's what he ran. What did he run on? He run on.
The prices of groceries is high.
This is what he said. I get the prices lowered in 24 hours.
Thank you.
That's what he said.
He know that. His
If
friends
they
got
wanted-
control of that.
If they wanted to motherfucking lower that shit just to make him look good and say, see, Trump did it. We're gonna make him look good, blah, 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 and we can do anything we want or whatever the fuck. But if they want to make him look good, they would have already did that. Shit. If you can charge a motherfucker.
Look at this shit. CNN, egg prices dramatically falling.
They need to. Shit, 15.
No, ain't no need to. You just said,
They
bro.
need to. Shit. Motherfucker like a bacon, egg, and cheese.
No. You just said they can't do it if they don't want. They can do this.
Do it. I mean, if they want to lower it,
Who you think own the eggs, own the birds, and own the motherfuckers?
You understand that?
Who you think own this?
But hold on, before we do this, you understand that it's an egg shortage because of bird flu, right?
None of that matters. What I'm
Yes,
talking
it does.
about. I'm talking about
Dumbasses,
prices.
because that's why the price is so high, because it's a shortage. Supply and demand.
No. See, no. You just told me something different. When I told you they got control of the egg price, you told me no. They don't. They don't control shit.
I said if they wanted to. You said if they want to lower the egg prices again.
They do anytime they want. You said nah, they ain't no control of that.
My point is, if they
could do it if they wanted to, they would do it.
No, hold on. You said them his friends, them his billionaire friends, if they wanted to lower the prices, they could anytime they want.
Mhm.
I can go along with that.
Mhm.
But my thing is, if they wanted to lower prices to help him because they his friends,
You said they would have done it by now, right?
They would have done it by now, or
Okay.
they could have done it by now,
Okay.
or would have done it by now, because one of the promises that he made when he was running is, I'll get these prices lower in 24 hours.
All right.
And hold up. But as you can see, as he went in, he didn't cause prices to go up by the shit he doing, by the tariffs, the this, that, and the third, and all these other wild shit he doing and getting into trade wars. He didn't make prices go up. So if they wanted to help him, they would have did it by now.
This is what I'm saying. For example, if you key on eggs, for example, who the fuck run that? Billionaires that fucks with him. So therefore, what do you think? They could just shut it down all of a sudden in February, the prices will be low?
But
He just got inaugurated in January. The prices are lower down in March. They down 15%, $1.20 lower
and when they go
than the
up,
time that he was inaugurated. Then you see what I'm saying about not following that bullshit, because they control those prices. They the ones. Remember, my girl said they was gouging us. She was gonna set a bill up to stop them from gouging us. They was gouging us. Half of that money was bullshit.
Mhm.
So once he was president, of course he know that. Oh, I can bring them prices down anytime. Of course, because he gonna sit there with his friends. Hey, go ahead and drop them eggs real quick, bro. At least for 4 or 5 months.
Fucking
That's what I mean.
drop them what? Motherfuckers already up to $10. You didn't drop them to $9.
Okay, but he can get on TV and his friends now can tell you, I'm bringing the prices down. Yes or no?
Yeah, they can.
All right, so that's it.
They can.
That's it.
But my point is,
There's nothing else left.
my point is, if they wanted to do this type of shit to help him,
They doing it.
Where?
The prices are down $1.20.
So paying $9 for
And it's just
it's cool.
January and just
Hold
March.
on. So going
So if it
to
keep
paying-
going down, what's
so
gonna happen?
Going to paying $3.
What's gonna happen if it
Hold
keep
on.
going down?
So going for paying when Biden left office, eggs was fucking $3 and some change a dozen. When Biden left office, it was $3.30 something a dozen for 12 eggs.
Mhm.
Now you're going into the store. The cheap no-name eggs is like $7, $8. Some eggs are all the way
$6.85.
up. Some motherfucking eggs are all the way up to $15 or more for some. So it's his fucking fault. If they wanted to help him, they could have been helped him before this shit got all out of whack.
It was not. They was getting rid of Biden. Remember?
Come on.
What are they gonna fix it for?
Okay.
He been in there since January. It's March. The prices are down.
Well,
How quick you think they can do it?
If they want to do it, okay. I think it's GM.
He haven't passed the bill, yes or no?
I think it's a GM Sierra. GM Sierra pickup truck. Because of the shit he doing and these trade wars and these tariffs and all types of shit, the price of a fucking GMC Sierra pickup truck is an $80,000. It was an $80,000 fucking pickup truck. That motherfucker, in the course of just the fucking few weeks that he doing all this trade war and tariff shit, a GMC Sierra or whatever the fuck, it's all GMCs, is $100,000 now. That's $20,000 more for on a fucking one item.
But that don't
And
have
all
nothing
of
to do
them
with it.
shit, it's because of the shit he doing.
That don't have nothing to do with it though.
Look, you can't.
He never ran on. I'm gonna bring your what the fuck call you just said? Price down. Eggs, groceries.
Prices.
That's the key thing.
Yeah,
if you
all the
specifically
prices
put it
are
on
going
one,
up.
if you specifically put it on one thing, and you key on that, have America's keying on that one thing, and the price, he got control of that.
He say,
and once the price drop, and they go in there and look at the eggs, the price drop, then he gonna get credit for that.
Who
Did he
did
pay?
the price of eggs go up on?
That's irrelevant.
It's
No,
not irrelevant.
that is over.
How can you motherfuckers set the house on fire?
Bro, everybody
the
think
problem.
Biden put the prices up. What are you talking about?
How can you set the price of the fucking house on fire But you want credit for putting the fire out. You started the fire. All of these prices went up on his watch.
Well, that's when you need to wake up. Everybody think Biden had the prices up. So wake the fuck up to that.
But
first.
We know.
Who's we?
I'm not, man, you know this. We look at this shit all the time.
The majority of Americans think Biden had the prices of eggs wide the fuck high. If you tell me in March the prices are now down, who do you think will give credit to that too? What are you talking about? His friends done lowered the prices now.
Yeah, he gonna take the credit for it.
Okay.
He did it.
What are we talking about?
I'm only saying if they wanted to do the shit to help them, they'd have done the shit by now.
Wait,
they could have done a lot.
Still saying that?
Because the point
we in March, January, February, March. It's the beginning of March. The prices are down. How fast you think they can do it?
He the one that jacked them up.
That's irrelevant.
It's not irrelevant. How the fuck you want credit for putting
you
out
keep getting stuck on
you
knowing the details of it with the up under him, but everybody think Biden went up under Biden though. So that's what you need to wake up to.
That's what we here for.
So he only been here until January, right? The American people only look at it like this: Biden been there when the prices was up. Period. Now this orange neck demon fuck only been here 2 months. My price is down. That's all they know. Everything you saying is irrelevant.
It's not irrelevant. That's what we are here for. We know this. The people that's not informed to know this do let you know that when motherfucking Joe Biden left office, when he left office, the price of eggs was $3.30 some cents. It was $3 and some change when he left office. And you can go back and do the research. We can do the research together. That shit went up under him. And sure, I see where you're coming from. Okay, y'all kick them prices down a little bit, and he can come out and say, "I did what I said I was going to do. I was going to start to lower grocery prices. You see that the price of eggs is coming down."
Matter of fact, he already did. I ain't know he did.
That?
He took credit for the prices of eggs dropping. We got it down. We did a lot of things. I told American people I was going to do it. We did it. Secretary of Agriculture. And we did a lot of other things too that people gonna find out later.
Okay. But
now you see what I'm talking about?
What you're saying.
So
that's it. Saying this. That's why we're here to tell people. Okay, he can jump out there and say that, but with the part that he's not telling you is he's the fucking reason this shit went up.
Nobody care about that when they go to the grocery store, bro.
Huh?
They just know if it's down and who the president. That's the only demon did it. That's all they know, bro.
Well, if they look at this podcast, they're gonna know different. Then and hey, you know, always go look it up for yourself. But that's the type of shit he been doing. I mean, the motherfucker, he'll set the house on fire and fuck it. Then he'll take all the credit for putting water on it.
So no president ever came in office or did anything where they try to sell shit. So we already know that Elon Musk put almost, I don't know how much money in this motherfucker joint. They tied at the hip how much money he put in his campaign. But all around the world, Tesla and his cars is dropping 40 to 45%. Europe, America, all around the world, that Elon Musk is losing a lot of money. Twitter is not bringing in nothing. In fact, it done dropped the users on that joint. And everybody know that joint is a cesspool for motherfucking racist pigs. If you want to find some racist pigs, that's the place to be, for sure. He done turned it into that. Now we got the orange demon fuck, Donald jackass Trump in the motherfucking White House doing this.
Wow. That's beautiful. This is a different panel than I've had. Everything's computer. People should be going wild, and they love the product, but because he's finding all sorts of terrible things that have taken place against our country, they want to penalize him in a economic sense. And I just think that's very unfair. So I just wanted to make a statement. I'm going to buy one. Now, here's the bad news. I'm not allowed to drive because I haven't driven a car in a long time, and I love to drive cars. But I'm going to have it at the White House, and I'm going to let my staff use it. I'm going to let people at the place use it.
Yeah.
He has never asked me for a thing. And he's built this great company, and he shouldn't be penalized because he's a patriot. He's an incredible patriot.
And I just want to thank the president for his support. This means a lot. And also thank everyone out there who is supporting Tesla. It's really terrible that there's so much violence being perpetrated against people like Tesla, Tesla supporters, Tesla owners, Tesla stores. These are innocent people who've done nothing wrong. As a function of the great policies of President Trump and his administration, and as an act of faith in America, Tesla is going to double vehicle output in the United States within the next 2 years.
It's
Double.
a big deal.
Mr. President talks about some of the violence that's been going on around the country at dealerships. Some say they should be labeled domestic terrorists
I will
because
do that. I'll do it. I'm going to stop them. We catch anybody doing it because they're harming a great American company. We already know who some of them are. We're going to catch them. And they're bad guys. They're the same guys that screw around with our schools and universities.
Okay.
The same garbage.
All right, man. I don't know how. This for you. I don't know if I can keep taking this, man. I can't take him. I can't. This motherfucker, bro. All right. First of all, he's in the motherfucking lawn of the White House selling a car, saying that he is about to purchase this car in the White House to a bitch ass motherfucker that contribute to his campaign and own these cars. Bro, this gotta be illegal. Like, you can't, how can you do that? Like, you act like it ain't a such thing as fucking Ford or fucking something. What make you think you can get up there and talk about these clowns? Is that an American company? He said that was like, what are we doing? Like, it can't be legal for you to sit up there. Like, if I'm a company in America right now that sell cars, if I'm Ford right now, especially Ford, or some shit like that, yeah, there's no way the fuck I'm a born and bred American company. And your bitch ass on that demon ass, you gonna get in there and promote this bullshit here he got? Cars that's killing people and going off the road? Are you fucking serious? Is that really what's happening here? Yes. I will figure out some way to sue the government, bro. If I own the fucking car company right now.
Okay. This ain't his first administration. What he been doing? He been selling coins.
His coins.
Yeah, he been selling coins. He been selling Bibles. He been
His
selling,
Bibles.
He been selling all types of shit.
He ain't supposed to be doing that either, but
especially during the campaign, he was hawking all types of shit. You didn't think he was gonna get out there. You didn't think motherfucking Elon was gonna use this opportunity he got to push them Teslas out in front of the whole world. You know, in front of the most powerful building on earth, at the White House. He got Teslas up in the White House. Elon did that. And y'all voted for it. And this is what I was talking about earlier. This dude is out here with Elon pushing Teslas, slicing Teslas out.
I guarantee they surge today too.
To sell, you get his Teslas out there. When I just told you, 10 minutes ago, the price of American cars is going up because of the shit he doing with these trade wars. A fucking GMC Sierra, and how many of you motherfucking Trump voters drive GMC pickup trucks, drive Ford pickup trucks? Ford is the #1 pickup truck. And these prices is jumping by $10,000 to $20,000. that you motherfuckers ain't got to pay for while he's firing you, laying you off, taking the money that was helping keeping your farms going, doing all of this shit. He's on the White House lawn with Elon promoting Teslas.
Exactly.
How do y'all feel?
Ain't that crazy though? This
I
bitch
mean,
ass nigga don't
crazy?
ride no Teslas or nothing.
How is it crazy? They voted for it.
Nah, forget that.
They asked for it.
I'm talking about him sitting there in the Oval Office selling a car. Like, you ain't got nothing else to do, bro. You the president of the United States of a fucking America, bro. Even if I don't like what you're doing, it gotta be something better than you selling cars. Really? The nigga you selling car for is a fucking trillionaire? What are y'all doing? Y'all addicted to money. They addicted, bro. They need help.
They say that billionaires.
They need help.
They don't care about people. All they care about is getting more money.
These motherfuckers need help.
That's all they ever cared about.
Psychiatrist help. They fucked up in the head, bro. Fucked up in the head. You got up there to try to sell some fucking car. Really? Like we ain't got nothing else to do. Like you ain't got the government about to shut down. That ain't happening. Like what are we doing? What happened to the mass deportation? They still doing that?
No, drums at capacity.
Is that capacity? Hold on, what?
Where they putting people at?
Where?
And they got all the motherfucking empty motherfucking beds they had. Motherfuckers say the detention centers, immigrant detention centers, is at capacity. 47,600. I didn't use all the space up.
Bro, at this point, I don't think nobody's seen a mass deportation yet.
No, you ain't seen it. You got as mass as it's gonna get.
Even the motherfucking mags haven't seen this yet. It haven't been sniffed out yet.
No.
But
now you got all these people out here on the run for nothing.
Yeah, I mean,
For nothing.
you should have known. I didn't know it was going to be this huge a lie as far as this immigration part. I knew he was lying about a lot of shit and going to do a mass deportation, but not to do Nathan like this. I thought it was going to be at least a 6 month, a lot of things happening for 6 months. He was going to try, but nothing though. It's just like a poof.
I mean,
It's almost like it's like when you blow your candle out and just, it's like,
ain't we
what
seen
are
this
we
show
doing?
before? Ain't we seen this show before?
It's confusing as fuck though.
I mean, it don't. I mean, is he doing the same shit? He just doing the same shit he was doing in his first administration.
I don't think at this point it's like he in a car that he don't know how to drive right now, and everybody's we as Americans in the back seat.
Okay,
He just got in and started driving.
Okay.
Really haven't drove in 50 years and don't know how to drive. We all over the place on the road.
Wasn't that the same way doing the first Trump term? Ain't shit changed.
Nah, it wasn't.
Ain't shit changed.
It's a big, huge difference now.
And the only difference is he specifically targeted who the fuck he going after.
No, the bigger difference is he did it before. He know what he doing. He know where he need people at, and he got all those people there now. So it's a bigger difference now because he know where he need people at to not push back at. So he got all the people in place that's gonna suck his dick on the don't push back pots. So that's the difference. So he worse now, which is clear because everything is even worse than it was the first 2 months of his joint the first time.
What?
It's off hinges even more because everybody around him don't know what he's doing. He had people around him knew what he was doing. It was a bigger difference. We ain't agree with him, but they knew what the fuck they was doing.
But then Joe Biden, Kamala Harris, every Democrat in town, a good chunk of Republicans told y'all that this dumb motherfucker was going to do the exact same shit.
Like, all right, Mike Pence
did it anyway.
Mike Pence did. You got fucking JD Vance there now.
Mm-hmm.
Like, come on.
Right.
Like I just told you, he know the spots where the pushback people are, and he put the right people in those spots. The vice president spot was a major pushback part because that's the one he wanted him to sign off on the fucking president thing.
Yep.
So this time, I'm gonna take care of that spot and get an idiot there.
Yep.
Everything else is idiots. So this is way worse than the first time. The first time people held him up that had some sense.
No, the first administration he didn't have people around him that knew what the fuck he was doing. It was a Keystone Cop ass shit. Now he got motherfuckers in there and around him who know how to fucking operate. These
Huh?
motherfuckers, they know how to operate. They know what
His
the fuck
first
they doing.
administration, people knew what they was doing, bro.
Nah, they know the fuck they
You had the motherfucker. His chief of staff was a motherfucking army dude. What do you mean? He had motherfucking Mike Prince. He had motherfuckers in positions that were actually people that's their credentials put them there. They were just idiots.
Okay.
He got people in there. Credentials now don't put them there, and they idiots.
Yeah,
that's two different things.
Some spots, yeah. But these motherfuckers, that first they know the fuck they was doing.
There was way more people there in there that knew the government that stopped him from doing shit. There's a lot of shit he wanted to do that people stopped him.
His kids was his advisors.
Bro, you know how much shit he wanted to do, people stopped him? Then he made them resign and quit after they stopped him? Or he tried to lock up Hillary in 8 different ways and they kept trying to stop him with that? So now he got people there that's not going to stop him. That's worse. What do you mean?
He got yes men all over the place.
That's worse than before.
These motherfuckers know what the fuck they doing. They know how to operate. They know the shit that they want to put in place and the shit they want to tear down or whatever the fuck. They know what the fuck they doing. I mean, he got motherfuckers that been in government and they just want to fuck shit up.
See, the first time we were saved by people that literally knew the government that he put in his cabinet. He don't have none of those people other than Rubio. And that's why he the one pushing back on all types of shit.
You ain't got nobody in there now with a backbone on no principle. That's what the fuck that is.
Even if they had all that, they still agree with him.
Shit. They ain't got no fucking backbone to step away from him. I mean, I agree with you on that shit. I mean, anybody that motherfucker don't do what he want done, he gonna do just like in the first administration. You're fired. Oh, what you want?
When I tell you, when he started naming the cabinet joints, when Mark and Rubio name came out, what the first thing I said? Well, at least the motherfucker, he got one motherfucker there, they got some sense. Mark and Rubio know the right. He know what's right, bro. Now, the fact that he's there is a good thing for us. Because we got plenty of video of him talking right shit. And we know he got MAGA brain now. So we know that. So we know for a fact he got sense in there. At least he in there. Somebody we know got sense. What's the other motherfuckers he put up there? They got no sense. They don't know the government off the TV and all that shit. That's why Marco Rubio is going to be the one person that save our ass from a lot of shit in this administration.
Like what?
Whether you like it or not. For example, he the one started cussing out Musk. Why? He know government. He know Musk is a fucking problem running around all over the fucking place. The rest of them would have let him do it. Now you see what I'm saying? At least you got somebody there. When he first named him, I was like, damn, at least somebody there that got some type of sense that know what's right and wrong. It's a huge difference when that Gates.
At the end of the day, he's not there to push the Marco Rubio agenda. He's there to push the Trump agenda.
That's irrelevant. You see what he did with Musk? Musk on his way out, right? Did Musk change? Okay, hold on. Let me tell you why it's irrelevant. Let me tell you why it's relevant. Let me tell you why it's relevant.
Hold on. Look,
you said it ain't relevant. Let me tell you why.
At the end of the day, they all there to push what Trump wants to do. So it don't fucking matter. None of them got a mind or a backbone of their own. You don't have the John Boltons and the Mad Dog Madisons out there. You correct on that. Those motherfuckers had principles and they stood on them. But these motherfuckers don't give a fuck. They all in. They for the same shit that he want. They all in it together.
Cool.
And they know how to motherfucker operate. To
but when shit is not going the way that helps America completely, that fucks us up. It's somebody that knows it doesn't make sense and tell him. Just like Marco Rubio arguing with Musk in the meeting. What happened after the meeting? Trump came out and said, cabinet leaders, they run their cabinets. Musk don't run it. If Marco Rubio didn't do that, the rest of these fools will let him still wander around for 6 to 8 more months. That's my point. It ain't the point of his agenda. He gonna go with the agenda. Cool. We know that. But when stupid shit is happening, he's somebody in a room that knows stupid shit is happening. That's all I'm saying.
And it gets his way.
It got Musk out of there.
Musk is still there doing what Musk
He is not running nobody cabinet now, bro. What are we talking about now? What?
You still don't think he got?
He's not telling Marco Rubio what to do as Secretary of State. He's not telling nobody what to do in no cabinet joints no more. Trump just made it clear that he is not telling them what to do no more. The cabinet leaders lead.
That man is
That's
not that
after the
man another
motherfucking
$100 million.
argument
That
with Marcus.
motherfucker- that
Why you can't
motherfucker got
disagree with
his
that?
deal.
What you mean?
Because I don't believe he's out of the picture. I believe he might.
What you mean out of the
if you-
picture? He's not doing what he was doing 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, he ain't doing it in that fashion. But
Okay.
He still Trump ear.
So
He
that's
still
a
has
step.
phones. He's still Trump.
He's not physically walking through these joints firing people. That's over.
But if he sit there and tell Trump from whatever,
So is that over?
blah, blah, you need to
Is that over?
No, it ain't. Well,
Is that over though?
If he's physically doing, that's over. That's over.
Okay. So the fact that Marco Rubio out there, Matt Gaetz and all these fools in there, does it stop? Are we still going with Musk wandering around for 8 more months? That's all I'm saying. Not the agendas and all that shit. We get that. Just idiotic shit. That's all. Somebody stand and say, Trump, hey, bro, this is dumb right here. I'm gonna tell you that. This is just some stupid shit. Period. You can't do this.
But my thing is,
maybe he wasn't thinking of it before then, as Musk walking around. He wasn't thinking of it like that before. You never know.
Okay.
Now you see what I'm saying?
I see what you're saying, but in the end, it ain't doing shit for nobody because all of them still got the same agenda.
We just agreed that he's out of the cabinets now. Huh? So that's enough, right? That's the start.
I mean, if we gonna still
it's
get
something.
To the same, if they gonna still
it's better than what he was doing
before. He just do it in another way.
What?
Come on, he still got Trump.
He can't tell them to fire people. He can't go to Matt Gaetz and say fire that person no more. So he can't go to Marco Rubio and tell him fire that person no more.
Okay.
So what can he do now?
Where do the buck stop? Who do the buck stop with? Who's the end all to be all? It's
not
Trump.
Musk.
It's Trump. Does Elon Musk still have Trump in? This motherfucker selling Teslas on the White House lawn. You think he ain't got?
Why he doing that? Because he can't do that shit no more.
He got.
So now, guess what? He basically not doing anything.
He got Trump ear.
All right, listen. He basically once he cut them off from the cabinets, going through cabinet shit, firing people, running cabinet shit. He basically doing nothing now. Okay. So now, guess what? I'm gonna help you out though with the cars. There's nothing else you can do here. I cut you off over there, my bad, bro. But that Marco Rubio had me on blast and shit. So I had to pull you back on that one. But come on over here, I'm gonna sell your car. That's how this went, bro.
That ain't how that shit
went. Come
on.
That
man still got Trump ear, man. That man telling Trump do shit.
A month from now, Musk is not gonna be around his White House, bro.
No, I could agree with that.
Cause he's not doing anything no more. If he's not funning around in the cabinets no more, he done. There's nothing else for him to do.
He's still in the shit. You believe?
Or even act like he doing.
He in the shit. Watch. You know I'm gonna come up with some more shit soon.
I'm trying to tell everybody that just because Trump bring him around, if you go by government, he is nobody. He don't exist. He really don't. He haven't went through Congress for anything. He's just a nobody.
All right.
He really is nobody. And nobody in Congress should listen to him. Nobody in the cabinet should listen to him. And that's all I've been saying. And Marco Rubio stood up and said, "Hold, bro, I'm not listening to him no more. He gonna fuck us up in here." Even the motherfucker off TV, the sex problem dude. He even said, bro, he fired all my people. How the fuck I'm gonna do something?
Yeah,
come on, bro.
But Elon's still around.
Of course, he's still around with the hat on.
That motherfucker still got Trump ears. That motherfucker, I don't give a fuck what he say. Our people are looking at this shit. You really don't need all that shit. You can get rid of half of them. Fuck you might not get rid of all of them. He still got that dude ear.
That's cool. Appreciate everybody, man, to be tuning in to us, man. We appreciate y'all a whole lot. This the 500 subs. We going on our anniversary too. Do the soul, bro. What's this up here?
Don't worry about it. We do it now.
Appreciate everybody though, man. This is one thing about motherfucking doing the podcast over these 3 years, man. It really got me engaged on what's happening. Like before doing this podcast, I was basically halfway between people that had no clue what's going on and people that do, right? I was like a half in betweener where I was not in the loop, but I basically knew politics from a broad stroke, right? So it wasn't like I was ignorant to a lot of things. Like most people walk around just not in the politics at all, right? I wasn't like it was nothing. I ain't had no politics in it at all. But getting into it, when you start getting into it, it's a lot of things going on that I had no, like from the outside. That's why I say I was halfway. I was more like a average black motherfucker that politics is nothing. I don't really know shit about it. And halfway where I like people like motherfucker Hardball and shit like that, where I watch people like that. They don't exist no more, but that's what I was doing. You know what I'm saying? Where I wasn't particularly dozed into politics like I am now. But now, once you get all the way in it, there's so many angles and so many directions of politics, bro. And so many things will get you into your emotions from all angles. It's just crazy how politics is on a daily basis. You know what I'm saying? Even from overseas, military type shit. You know what I'm saying? Social Security, Medicaid. You know what I'm saying? It's just so many angles how politics go. It's crazy. Like a motherfucker.
And that's the way it is.
What politics? Oh, you said forget that. But yeah, there's one thing I want to get before we got it too. Is I always find out who MAGA don't like, right? You always find out who MAGA don't like. Whoever the person is that's getting under their skins, that's getting under the orange neck demon fuck skin. You can always tell because now they run around calling my baby Crockett a ghetto bitch that ain't been that's faking like she. Wait, what is that thing? She a black bitch that's faking like she ghetto, but from high class schools or some bullshit. You seen these videos? Huh?
I mean,
okay. Bro.
Okay.
But
and half of you look in your house. If that's the case, half of y'all look around in your house at your kids, especially your kids that's in the hip hop, and that's what the fuck you can't stand,
bro.
And see how they appropriate.
Bro, I seen the videos, white dude, where he's just saying some shit like, "Oh, Crockett, one of the most ghetto people that in Congress, or some shit." Then even Megyn Kelly too. So that's how I know now it's a MAGA thing. You feel me? And that comes from when it's somebody getting under their skin, when it's somebody that they feel like is a threat, feel like they don't have no comeback for or something. Like she fucked Merch Charlie Green up. You know what I'm saying? It's like they don't like Crockett for no reason at all. So they building their narratives. So the beginning of the narrative with her is she faking like she hood. Is that funny though? That shit is funny.
Okay. They just flipped the same. They tried the same thing with Kamala. It's a different argument. Like she turned black. Now she's faking like she hood. She got black people is listening to her. Not just black people in the politics. She's getting out into mainstream blackness. But black people recognize her. Oh, that's Jasmine Crockett. Oh, that's the girl. That's Jasmine Crockett. So what? Try to use the same argument you used on her, on Kamala. Oh, she was Indian. Now she just turned black.
Exactly.
It's the same thing.
This one is a little even more racist, right? Because you're saying just because the way she talk, the way she carry herself, that alone makes her ghetto. That alone makes her trying to be hood. Now you see what I'm saying? It's like they're equating eyelashes and you know what I'm saying? And they equating that with, they saying that alone makes you ghetto. This is racist on his face.
Okay. What is the whole?
It's racist.
What is the whole MAGA movement and everything MAGA stands on about? Those people, they're not like us. Black people in DEI and all that other shit, they're not like us. Latinos, all this, they're not like us. We real Americans, we all Americans. They from the hood, they from the other side, they from the wrong side of the tracks, they trash, they this, that, and the third. That's who they speaking to. They speaking to their base. They're speaking to the people the 77 million people that voted for them. That's who they speaking to. They ain't speaking to mainstream. You can't speak to mainstream people or people that's up on shit or people from the city areas like we are. People from the hood.
Meanwhile, someone whose
real.
musical talents certainly.
Oh shit.
We know what's real, and we know when it's real. We know when it's fake. That's what I always say about people like Tim Scott, Byron Donald.
So first of all, let's clear up certain myths.
They try to push a black story.
You know those checks that went out?
Yes.
We know when
life
it's real
go on,
and we know when
but
it's fake.
my motivation doesn't come from
She real. So, and we know she real. But to the motherfucking ignorant motherfuckers out there, the ignorant motherfuckers that ran with all them Kamala stories, oh, she locked up black people and locked up all the brothers for weed, and she just turned black. She just started saying she black. She just trying to fit in. And they're doing the same thing to her now. It's another page in their playbook. Now, try to dirty her up among black people, especially black men. Because who's going to take offense the first and motherfucking and the loudest about is about her not being from the hood for real. It would be black men. That's where you going at. You know that bitch ain't from the hood. She faking. That's what they want. It's in their playbook. If you don't know.
Well, it was Oscars this week, of course, where all the tension and the fantasy and the suspension of disbelief and the high drama took place on the red carpet rather than actually up on, the silver screen. Our very own Guy Pearce turned in a stunning performance as an insensitive, arrogant knob, swanning around the Oscars sporting a Free Palestine badge at the same time that the world is still mourning the horrific treatment of the Bibas family and all the Jews held hostage in Gaza. Mercifully, Guy didn't pick up an Oscar, although his co-star Adrian Brody won the Best Actor for The Brutalist, a film described by one critic, Thelma Adams, as, quote, an overwrought, monochromatic unfolding of persistent misery, end quote. Hope Thelma didn't also have to sit through Adrian's tedious, vacuous, and overlong acceptance speech, which he delivered after spitting out his chewing gum and throwing it at his wife. Those Hollywood women have to put up with so much. Poor old Mrs. Brody is the former Mrs. Harvey Weinstein. So I guess catching sticky objects and putting them in your pocket is one of the lesser unpleasant experiences she's.
There you go.
You really about to do it? 40 acres in the.
All right. This is joint right here is with everybody tripping off.
You know what? I'll have to go back to the clinic and see if they can restore my method.
Hilarious. Meanwhile, someone whose musical talents certainly should be forgotten is current left-wing pin-up girl and Democrat Congresswoman Jasmine
Pin-up girl,
who decided to release this video in the run-up to Donald Trump's amazing speech to Congress.
Oh no!
It's a cultural divide. I'm gonna get it on the floor.
You really about to do it?
40 acres in the mule. This is bigger than the music.
You really about to do it?
Yeah, they tried to rig the game, but you can't fake influence.
Yep, that's the modern left for you, and she is the hope of the Democratic side. A feisty young black woman whose sole suitability for office is that she is suffering from acute, repetitive, and incurable TDS, Trump derangement syndrome.
Unfortunately, we have someone that is occupying the White House, and as far as I'm concerned, he is an enemy to the United States.
Fortunately for Jasmine, she's not alone. These days, TDS clinics are springing up everywhere thanks to the unrelenting demand. Here's one young lady who's so traumatized by Donald Trump, she wants to go and...
I like that video too. But it's clear that the whole side now is putting their eye, that they're training their joints on my girl. I see that. It's coming. I got you though. You know what I'm saying? Nah, we got you. Check your boys out each and every Tuesday and Friday. And trust me, Trust me, we watching you. We watching that ass. You know what I'm saying? That.
Yeah.
Appreciate everybody, all the women of the world, for sure. Anybody that's tuning in, you got something to say, guy?
Yeah, y'all take it light out there. If you around some of this 70-degree weather, you need to get out and enjoy it. Until the next time, peace. And hit that like and that subscribe button. And also that notification bell.
Believe it. It's never too late for that black D.
Talking about politics coming from a view of the streets, you know what I'm saying, dog? You know, we're not coming from professional view. We're not lawyers, none of that shit that's on TV, you know what I'm saying? We come straight from the hood, the hood view.